Hey YouTube, what's going on? Chris here. I want to bring you all an update today of Litecoin. This is just going to be a quick one. I got to run, but I wanted to get this out to you because some of the things that we were talking about yesterday are happening now. So now we're going to look at some of those upside targets. So what we were looking at here was an alarm that we set yesterday, and our alarm was at 63.05. And what's happening is we're getting through that right now. And what we want today for the end of the day is for us to have a candle close up above that area. If we're able to have a candle close up above, guys, that alarm of 63.05, we really have a shot at running up here and challenging this 200-day moving average again, which we haven't been trading above since August 12th, 2019. So it's very significant. You guys, we're going to get into all this. If you like what we do here, you get something from it, you learn something, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, tell me what you've been learning and what you've been studying and what books you've been in and all that. I would love to hear it. So with Litecoin, what we're seeing, guys, we had our trend line break, right? So that's good. We're trading up above our 9 EMA. We're trading up above our 20 EMA. We're now up above our 50-day moving average. For real, guys, we came up above it just slightly, but we haven't been up above our 50-day moving average since July 9th. And we've been in an intermediate term downtrend. So it's important that we're breaking through some of these areas. And what's going to be very important now is what we do with this 200-day moving average if we're able to get it up there. And what we need to see is continued volume. So I'm turning on my volume right now. We want to see some heavy volume to get up to this 200-day moving average. That could act as strong resistance. We're going to have to see what we do with it. If we go up to it and there's a really long wick and we really get rejected, then we're going to have to reassess some things, see what we're doing with that 50-day moving average. But if we cut right through it, guys, then we really can be looking at some targets even up to around that $100 mark. That psychological $100, and we look up around that 123, then all the way up around that 140. But what's important is we're trying to change this trend. So now we're in a short-term uptrend from an intermediate-term downtrend. And that's what it's all about, is changing that trend. And that's what I want to teach people here, because when you can identify these trends and pick them out, then you can look for good areas to enter or to say, I'm out of this position here. Just like we had downside. Do you see how we had our downside alarm at 55.26? You always want to have a plan to the upside as well as that downside. That is critically important. Always remember that, because in this market, anything can happen. News can change things on the drop of a hat. Anything that happens in any economy can change it. I mean, this is a worldwide currency here. So there's so many different things to watch, and you always want to be prepared, guys. And that's why I talk about using stop losses as well. Say you're even to enter right now. And this is not financial advice, and I'm not going in right now. I'm just telling you. Just an example here. I just want to show you, so don't do what I'm saying here. But say you wanted to play it tight to the vest here, and you say, okay, I want to jump in right now. I'm going to jump in here with the anticipation we're going to go up to this 200-day moving average, right? What you would do then is put your buy order in right now. You do your limit order, and what you would do is put a stop loss below the candle that we're having today. So we put our stop loss right in this area around 61.28. So we'd be risking about $2 roughly, right in that range. But what we're anticipating is a further move to the upside. Now, if we're wrong, then we get stopped out and we can reassess things, and it wasn't a big loss. Or you could even put it below this candle here, and that's our 50-day moving average. You put it right below there. For the most part, guys, we really shouldn't be going back under these areas right around that 56.50 unless it's some type of a false break and we just roll back over. You know what I'm saying? So this could be our first impulse wave. Here's our 2, then we're coming up for our 3, then our 4, then our 5. That's a possibility. And these are things that I just like to look for, but you could always play it tight to the vest, and what you do is come over here and grab your price range, or I'm sorry, your long position, and say, all right, I want to get in right now where the price is at. We're going to target at a minimum here the 200-day. We're going to put our stop loss right below here, and then you can see your risk to reward ratio right there of 4.21. That's jumping in. It's not too bad, right? Or if you put it down below this one, now that's going to lessen a little bit there. You're going to see a 1.75. But that's what I'm saying. You know, you're anticipating right now. There's more volume coming in. We're looking for an upside, break out of this. So it shouldn't be reversing right now. And that's the thought process, unless there's just obviously crypto manipulation, which happens all the time. So you always have to look. I mean, these wicks are really long, guys, and they can get you to the upside, the downside. Things can reverse. But I'm just saying that's how I like to play things. And if you have a good risk to reward ratio of like that 4-to-1, I mean, guys, that's what you're looking for. And we're having the moving averages cross right now, so that could be enough to really get us up here and maybe take us to that 73.41. So, RSI right now is at 63. We're starting to point north, guys. Got some good things going on right now, and I just wanted to bring them to you today and put this on your radar. Just do a quick little update. So we're going to be targeting right up here at 73. And then for me, if I was entering, I'd probably put a stop below this candle right here, or this one down in this, or you could even go below that 20-day EMA. That's something you can do as well, but that's just how I like to play. I like to jump in. Sometimes you get stopped out, guys. I get stopped out. It is what it is. That's the name of the game. But you want to try to catch these trends as soon as possible. And what I like down here was we had a bullish engulfing candle on the one-day chart on heavy volume. So that was a good thing there. But let me know what you think, guys. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. We'll see what happens. If we start rolling over, we roll over, and that's the name of the game. And we'll, be back here tomorrow, and we'll look for another opportunity. But just to let you in, that's kind of the trading that I like to do. That's what I like to look at, and I'll do it from the 1 hour all the way up to the 1 day. So God bless, guys. Take care.